All right, so I haven't been able to post many videos because we've been doing a lot of state testing in the school. So now that state testing is over, I'll be able to post videos again every single day. But we still are working on retelling story events. So there's our SWOT. So students will be able to retell story events. And just as a refresher, it's putting the story, retelling it how it happened. So you're retelling it in the correct sequence or the correct order that it occurred. You're going to tell what happened first, next, then last, beginning, middle, and end, looking for those keywords or using those keywords when you are retelling a story. So we're going to read how the bat got wings. And then we will do a little short number sequence, just working on sequencing, answer a question, and then we're going to retell the story or a part of the story using those sequence words as well. So how the bat got wings. A long time ago, the bat was a tiny mammal. It had no wings. One day, the mammals and birds decided to play a game. The birds played on one team and the mammals played on the other team. The bat wanted to play with the mammals, but the mammals laughed at her size. "You are too small," they said. So the bat asked to play with the birds. The bird says, "You don't have wings, but we can make you some out of a drum." The birds stretched the skin of a drum into wings. The birds put the wings on the bat and said, "Flap your wings." The bat jumped off a tree and flapped her wings, but she didn't fly in a straight line like the birds did. Instead, she flew every which way in a crazy zigzag pattern. The birds let the bat play on their team. Just as she had done before, the bat flew in a crazy zigzag pattern. The mammals on the other team could not catch the bat. The bat scored the winning points for the birds. When the game was over, the mammals said, "Who is that superstar on your team?" The birds said, "It's the bat. We gave her wings." The mammals did not know what to say. After all, they had refused to let the tiny bat play on their team. The mammals had learned their lesson. From that day on, they let any animal of any size play on their team. All right, so the first thing is, which details would you include if you're retelling the story? Underline the most important ones. So I'm going to go ahead and underline at least one detail for you guys, and you guys can highlight the rest. But I think it's very important when the bat wanted to play with the mammals, but the mammals laughed at her size and said, "You are too small." I think that's a very important detail in retelling the story, okay? Go ahead and find something in the middle that's important, and go ahead and find something in the end that's important and highlight those. Next, number the items to show the order of some events in the story. So they gave us 3 events, and they want us to put it in order 1 through 3 by how they happened in the story. So which one came first, which one came second, and which one came third. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read these, and you'll number them 1, 2, 3. The bat flies in a crazy zigzag pattern. The birds make wings for the bat. And the last one, the mammals do not let the bat play on their team. So which one of these events came first, which one of these events came second, and which one came third? So working on sequencing those events. Question 2 is a multiple choice question, so you will just circle which one you think it is. Why do the birds win the game? Why did they win the game? You got to look in your text for important details that might tell you why. A, the mammals cannot follow the bat's movements. B, the mammals are surprised to see the bat on the team. C, the mammals refuse to play against the bat. Or D, the birds fly in a crazy zigzag pattern. Why did the birds win? Okay. And then I will make this a discussion box that you guys can respond to on Schoology, but using key details from the text, talk to your partner about how the bat's way of flying helps the birds win. So in the discussion box on Schoology, you're just going to tell me, how did the bat win for the birds? What was the bat doing that was so beneficial to help the birds win? And lastly, you're going to retell in your own words what happened when the bat plays the game with the birds. So you would start by saying, when the bat plays the game with the birds, what happens? And you might say, next, I'm using those sequence words, telling me what happened again, and then you could end with finally. If you have any questions, please reach out.